Hey, bitch. It's Jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's talk about it, y'all. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode last night. It seemed like it was all right until it got towards the end. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a little bit of a drag, and then it got to the end where some dragging actually took place. So I was definitely here for it, but we're going to go ahead and do like I always do. Okay, we're going to start from the beginning. Okay, we're going to start from the top. All right, but I want you guys, as you all come into the room, all right, do what my girl Amina says. Come on in, have a seat, and be sure to hit the like button on your way in, okay? So yes, that's okay. Hey y'all, hey Lindsay, I hope I said that right. Hey y'all, come on in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so Dorito, you know, she opened up the episode, and I'm really tired of seeing their fashions, and I'm just like, you can tell when ain't nobody got no storyline. They're not giving nothing to the show at all. First of all, let me make sure you guys can hear me, because I do have this mic on. So just let me know down in the comments if you guys can hear me, because I got this mic connected to my phone, and y'all know she be acting a little shaky out here, honey. So I hope you guys can hear me. Let me go over here and see real quick. Let me check something. Let me check. Okay, nobody's saying nothing, so I hope y'all hear me. Okay, great. Okay, now I see y'all comments coming in. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so Dorito, she opened up the show trying on these different white dresses. I don't even know what it was for. I honestly don't. I don't know if she about to go off and open up another store and get sued for that too. I'm just not necessarily sure what the dresses were for. Or maybe I just wasn't tuned in because she was on the screen. I'm not even gonna lie. But all in all, this is the thing, okay? She trying on these clothes, and then next thing you know, she and her husband speaking on Erika. They talk about Miss Erika and Tom, which leads her to speak on how she really don't get a word in because her husband talk too much. And I'm like, girl, for me watching him, he's helping you with your outfits and stuff. He's helping you come up with names. I didn't catch the fact that he talked too much. That doesn't change that you talk too much at all. She tried to put it off on her husband. I said, girl, don't bring this man into this. Okay, do not bring this man into this. This is your, okay? You talk too much because that's who you are. All right? So that's that. Let's move on to Sutton and Kyle. All right. So Sutton is at, y'all know she living in Kyle's house. So she decided to give her a tour of what her new house is going to look like or whatever. They're still not finished. Kyle is loving this because Sutton is renting out her house. So she's enjoying it because she's like, girl, I'm going to continue to get these checks. And I'm over here like, Father God, please let these people be finished with this girl house before the fall. And the fall is damn near here. That means that we need it finished on Labor Day. Okay, please let the labor be done on this house, because I am tired of seeing Kyle get a check. Hear me. You get enough checks from being on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, not having not damn piece of a storyline at all. So you're getting enough checks from Bravo. And don't sit up there and let that lady get your good coins. You better figure it out, girl. If you got to live up in there with the roof unfinished, and that ain't even cool. Ain't nobody trying to live in no house with no roof unfinished or no walls not completed, child. But I just feel like, girl, if you got to live in it, live in it. And stop giving this lady your money. But that sounds too much like right, okay? Anyway, so let's move on. So, yeah, she's showing the house or whatever. Like I said, Kyle don't care because Kyle's trying to get the coins. Y'all, it's those three the hard way that I just cannot stand. But we're going to move on. So they speak on the party and how Sutton may be feeling. Y'all, I'm sorry. I saw a gnat, and she was over here just flickering, and I was trying to figure out how I was gonna snap her ass, but she moved a little too quick out my sight. But I'm sorry. Let me go ahead. So anyway, so they speak on the party, right? They're speaking on the party and how Sutton may be feeling. Sutton says that she's been using her kid gloves when it comes to Erika, but when she said she saw that doodle nail come in her face, I holler. I said, not doodle nail, Sutton, not doodle nail, girl. And it was hilarious because even Kyle couldn't hold it in, right? She had to go and laugh herself. But with the fact that Kyle was struggling to not laugh, for me, it made me feel like you be teetering the fence too, and you be fake as hell as well, because you definitely agree with what Sutton is thinking about Erika. You just don't want to come off as one of those flaky ass fake friends. That's what that is. But I mean, if you just don't believe it and you it's some things that's questionable, then it's questionable. Okay, it is what it is. I mean, it would have been great if y'all as a group would have had a united front and would have approached this lady versus y'all trying to single out Miss Sutton over here to say everything. But let's go ahead and move on. All right. Sutton says that she does not like being called small town. I don't really see nothing wrong with being called small town. Like, what is the deal with that? What's wrong with being called small town unless you feel a way about where you came from or something like that? Like, what's wrong with her calling you small town? But I guess amongst y'all good, rich white women, I guess it probably is an insult, but I don't think it's a derogatory thing, as Miss Sutton said. I don't think that was derogatory in my opinion. But maybe against you good, rich white women, she was trying to throw, that's y'all way of throwing shade. Okay, because we'll just say you broke, but then y'all just sit up there and be like, you're small town. So I guess that's y'all language, okay? So Sutton does not like being called small town. Sutton says she feels betrayed and she wants a hardcore conversation with Erika. With Sutton wanting this hardcore conversation, and I'm going to say this again later on because I know I got it in my notes. It's either you need to not have this conversation around the ladies or you need to say what it is you got to say and not teeter around it and just be like blunt with it, in my opinion. What else? She doesn't think she knew. She says that she doesn't think that Erika knew about the law firm stuff. And I'm like, probably not. She probably didn't know like all the details or whatever, but she feels as though Tom told her, girl, gig is up, honey. You're going to have to get it how you live, baby, because I'm not going to be able to fund you no more. So, I mean, I feel like Erika may not have known a lot, but have known some things at the same time. What those things were that she knew, I don't know. What you say, Jonas? Kyle is beyond fake and two-faced. She is a sniper from the side. Hence how she has played all her enemies out from the show. Child, good night. Right. I didn't think nothing was wrong with being small town at all. But I'm wondering, like I said, if that's their slang because they good, rich white women. And that's just how they talk to each other. Whereas we just going to say, girl, you ain't got no money, girl, you broke. What else is going on? How does Sutton feel betrayed? You sent for that lady, but I'm not mad at it. Right. That's what I was not. See, I was a little conflicted and then a little still team Sutton at the same time. Right. So I feel you like, how were you feeling betrayed about anything? And I guess maybe she's saying that because she probably thought that she was more of a friend to Erika. But Erika sit up here lying to her. It's like, girl, you should be lying to your friends. So maybe that's how she's feeling betrayed. But then also she probably feeling betrayed by these group of ladies once again, because they were sitting up in their room agreeing with her. And then she walk out the room and then ain't nobody got nothing to say. Everybody leaving her out here hanging. Could be that Sutton can't handle a serious conversation with Erika. Erika is a world-class bully, clearly. Because Erika was handling her motherfucking. I said, Sutton, you can't be sitting up here saying you want a hardcore conversation. And when it's time for this hardcore conversation, you don't be ready. And I don't know who was, I feel like Kyle said something in the confessional about Sutton and how she handles things. She said something like, Sutton likes to act like, you know, she talks about people basically behind their back about what she gonna say, what she gonna do. But when she get in front of them, you know, she don't want to post up, basically. And I'm like, she had that energy with Crystal. You had that energy with Crystal, dear. So I don't know why you ain't got it for Big Bertha Erika over here. Might as well. Okay. And I feel like the conversation and the issue with Crystal was much, much more a sensitive topic than what's going on with Erika and her lies. So those are my thoughts. Let me go ahead and run through the rest of this before I get into more of you guys' comments. Okay, so she feels like Erika has already lied to them. She like, girl, she already lied to us. That kind of like, about why? Why? I said, what do you think she lied about? It's like, bitch, you know, you already know. You know what we all think that she lied about, that damn accident. 1 minute he done broke his ankle, next minute he done fractured his skull or whatever it was, had a concussion or whatever she said the man was. 1 minute he off the hill, 1 minute he done rolled down the hill, 1 minute she found him, 1 minute the paramedics came. Girl, which one is it? Okay, so you know what this lady was talking about, and I was definitely with Sutton. Like, girl, that whole car crash didn't even make no damn sense. And what it sounded like Sutton said, which I said, I'm sure in one of my reviews, is Erika still lied to y'all. She lied to y'all on the front end, or she lying to y'all on the back end, girl. Unfortunately, Miss Girl lied. Period. Okay, she lied, and that's just the thing. Okay, so She also goes on into the confessional to talk about Miss Erika lying about the head injury because she feels as though that is going to be Tom's defense. It makes sense to me because that's his defense right damn now. And all of this was happening, y'all. Mind y'all now. All of this was happening and being filmed last year before we got all of this additional information. Okay? Now, Sutton may be doing the most, but she ain't stupid. And the way she pinpointed how this shit was going to go is how it's going. Okay? So, yeah, I wonder what the girls is thinking now. Like, oh, my God, Sutton said that. Sutton this and that. Oh, my God, it's coming out in the news. Oh, my God, she was right. I wonder what they're thinking now. Let's get to the reunion, honey. I wonder. I want to see how all this gonna transpire at the reunion. And I want Sutton. I don't know what black woman got to go over there outside of Garcelle, because like Garcelle, you was holding your piece too, and I got a piece for you. But I don't know what other black woman need to get a hold to Miss Sutton outside of Miss Garcelle so she can be ready for the girls at the reunion. Okay, you need to be ready to throw that shade and get crunk however you need to. We ain't saying get up and go and hit nobody because we know you're not gonna do that. But you need to be ready to when somebody fire back, you need to be ready. Okay, now Crystal, Sutton, and Erika. Kyle needs to hush, as she's the one with Google alerts from Erika and Tom. Be quiet as well when in her face. Exactly. And you know who else got that? Miss Lisa Rinna. I cannot stand Miss Lisa Rinna. I hate to say it, but I much rather watch Dorito prance around in some white dresses looking as good as she want to look than to sit up here watching Lisa Rinna in her garage closet and her daughter's trying on her old fashions from the early 70s and 80s. Girl, go sit down. No, ma'am. The way Sutton keeps bringing up the devil when talking about Erika, she knows what she is doing, and I love it. Hilarious. LOL, Sutton didn't speak behind Erika's back. She said everything to her face. Kyle wanted Sutton to ask the questions they had, and Sutton wasn't taking the bait. I didn't even think about it like that. Thank you so much, Ray Ray. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Crystal was my girl, but when she said she didn't know Sutton calling her a nobody rubbed me the wrong way. Kyle got the dinner started. We are here because of what Sutton said when they all agreed. Baby, yeah, I started to feel a little way about Crystal when that happened, and I was trying not to. So I was like, well, I did give her an excuse. I was like, well, we know Crystal ain't really liking Miss Sutton anyway. She never liked her just because of this situation. Ain't gonna make her like her anymore, you know. So I was like, well, I mean, if you a BIT that don't like somebody, I guess you would say that. But I definitely kind of like looked at her side eye. But I'm like, Crystal, don't go down this road yet. I'm not ready to dislike you just yet. So just wait a second, please, ma'am. Okay, so we get to Crystal, Sutton, and Erika. Okay, Erika stops by. She tells, first of all, why is Crystal telling us about her eating the guinea pig? Talk about she thought it was an actual pig, but it was a rat, and it was on the side of the road. I said, ma'am, listen, I'm not trying to insult nobody with an eating disorder, but girl, for you to have an eating disorder majority of your life, girl, you damn near eat whatever. And is that the disorder that you just eat whatever? Because I don't understand. And then she be talking about how she gonna pig out, and I'm like, girl, what is going? I don't know, Miss Crystal. I'm watching you, girl. Let's move on. Okay, so Garcelle is Sutton, not Sutton, but Garcelle and my girl Kathy. Kathy arrives. Okay, I'm here for Kathy. Kathy need to call me next time they have another dinner at her house. I want to be invited. Crystal asked Garcelle how she felt about Dorito going off, and Garcelle, you could tell she really didn't want to talk about it. She was like, girl, it wasn't good. How about that? Can I sum that up, girl? It was not good, girl. Let's move on. Garcelle says that because Kathy ended up saying something, and Garcelle was like, listen, me and Erika, and I saw what you did there, Garcelle. Garcelle was trying to get the conversation off of her because she did not want to talk about Dorito. Garcelle was feeling like, listen, I've given you enough camera time on last week. You won't be getting more right now. Okay, we're not even gonna go down that road, girl. So she ended up throwing Erika in and saying, you know, me and Erika are like the same person, girl. You know, everybody think that we so strong, but we actually we sensitive as hell. So, you know, that was gonna make Miss Erika open up and say her 2 cents or whatnot. Erika starts to go on a tangent about being kicked when she's down, referring to Sutton. She felt like Sutton was being judgmental and selfish. And I was like, this is the gag. All your friends are being judgmental. All of them are. All of them are. But the only person is a Sutton speaking out and saying how she feel in your face. So now when you go back and you watch this show and you see that all your friends felt the same way, you should look at them as some fake ass. Because they wasn't keeping it real and keeping it honest with you. But they was out there talking about you behind your back. Okay, girl. Anyway, what else happened? Kathy throwing shade at Sutton says that she's concerned about her. Well, you know, Sutton is concerned about her social status, you know, at the country club or wherever she's from. I'm like, not Kathy. Not Kathy trying to throw shade at Miss Sutton, honey. Now, you know I like you more than Sutton, but girl, not you trying to throw shade now. And then everybody throwing shade in front of Garcelle. Garcelle said she team Sutton. And I'm over here, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna jump to it while it's in my mind. I just want to say this one line. Girl, if you team Sutton, where was your energy? At dinner. I expected a little more, but we'll get into that. Where else am I? Okay, Erika thinks that Sutton was overdoing it. Erika, Crystal, and Kathy speaks on not hearing her name at the country club. And Garcelle was like, are you sure, really? You've never heard her name? Crystal said, no, I've never heard her name. So then Garcelle said, well, girl, how about this? I never heard yours. Girl, nobody knew who a Crystal Minkoff was. We knew who Rob was. I had to go back and think about it. I said, did I know Crystal? No, but I barely knew who the fuck Rob was. I heard the name Minkoff, but I didn't know them folks either, girl. But okay, then, and I really didn't, because when I found out she was about to be a new cast member, I had to go look up her husband. Like, who is this man? I'm like, oh shit, okay, he worked with Disney, Pixar, all this stuff. I'm like, okay, he got some notoriety going on over there. Okay, girl, I see why you on this show. Got it. But Garcelle didn't lie. There was not one lie in it. Girl, that damn that, y'all, I got his ass. I'm sorry, I had to do a little clap session real damn quick on your ass. Sorry about that, guys. Just cleansing my hands. Okay, because this mother was just a flying. No, ma'am. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Erika, Crystal, Kathy speaks. Yeah, I said that they spoke on not hearing her name or whatever. And I'm with Garcelle. Garcelle, did she lie? She did not lie. Okay, girl, we never heard your name. Okay. Erika thinks that not Garcelle, but Erika thinks Sutton has social issues. She might be socially awkward. Okay, I can't deny you there. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what they got to do with your shit? Okay, just like you was telling Miss Sutton she should not be in your business because it ain't got nothing to do with her. What her social issues got to do with your lies? Just because she was calling you out for them and she had a whole lot of questions for you. I'm confused, but okay. Crystal says she thinks she's weird. And I'm like, Crystal, there are times when we think you weird. But see, you felt real comfortable dragging Miss Sutton because you was around other like-minded individuals that thought it was okay. And I'm surprised Garcelle didn't say, guys, let's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm surprised she didn't try and check it at all. Like, why didn't you say something and say like, you know, like, like, don't talk about Sutton. Y'all know she's not here or whatever. You guys know I favor Sutton. Like, let's not, like, why she ain't say nothing? Why she ain't speak up? Garcelle didn't say much at the table because she wanted them to keep talking so she could run and tell it back to Sutton. Well, girl, you just gave me a word right there, dear. You just answered the question. Thank you. That's exactly what it was. Guess whose name we did not know before? Guess whose name we did not know before the show? Erika, Dorit, and Crystal. Hear what I say. I didn't know none of these motherfuckers. And I barely knew Kyle. I've seen her face, but I ain't know her name. Like, who the hell is this lady? All right. I ain't know Lisa Rinna outside of her making the blogs and stuff like that. Girl, I ain't know these folks. I didn't know that. It's okay. Child, they done got them some fame and then trying to downput somebody. But the gag is, what you mean? Nobody knew her name, girl. How it's looking right now, Sutton about got more money than everybody except for Miss Kathy Hilton, okay? And now you don't got more money than Miss Kathy, but you probably got more money than everybody else at the table, girl. While they up there trying to talk. And if you don't know me, you need to get to know me. I'm Miss Sutton and I know how to handle my business. So what else is going on? Girl. So let's go ahead and move on to Kyle and Mauricio. I like Mauricio. I don't understand how he married her and what the hell was going on in his life at that time. I had to go look him up. I was like, how many kids they got together? So they got 3 girls together, but she has an older daughter that's not by him from my understanding. And I'm like, you stayed with her for 25 years? I loved how he dismissed her at the end of the table. First of all, the setup was cute. I thought it was cute. They were able to still have a romantic evening at their house. That was cute. I loved how she kept trying to bring up the 25-year thing. I'm like, honestly, because she was trying to say, you know, I never had an example. You know, my mom, she was bad. You know, my mom had multiple husbands and stuff. And I'm like, girl, you've been married to this man this long and his ass didn't know that. Why is you rehashing this right now on your 25th anniversary? I'm confused. What the hell? I'm like, don't he know this stuff already? And he probably do. That's probably why when they got to the table, he was ignoring her. He was just over there trying to pour the wine. She was like, you're not listening. He was like, you said it like 3 times. I said, thank you. And I'm sure he already knows this story. Like, girl, it was a lot. Let's move on because they wasn't giving a whole lot. What else ended up happening? She did bring up Erika and Tom, and he said that he was really hoping that Erika did not have anything to do with what Tom had going on. Too late, baby. Okay, and even if she didn't have nothing to do with it, they don't put her in it because it's $25 million, and we still trying to figure out where it went to. Okay, but we know where it came from. So let's move on. Sutton is going to, she's going on a press tour, I feel, telling everybody that she wants to confront Erika and keep it real. And I am kind of like, Sutton, if that's what you want to do, stop telling motherfuckers what you want to do and just do it. Because when you told them what you wanted to do, ain't nobody back you up. So what is the point of having the conversation with these ladies to tell them what you want to do and ain't nobody going to support you in it? That makes no sense to me. So I would have been like, girl, Girl, I just got some questions. Like how she showed up to the dinner and she just started asking question after question after question. Do that again, but just don't tell them what your plans are. Let's move on. So we get to Kathy's dinner. And like I told y'all, my question to Kathy is where was my invite? I know I did not get one last year, girl, but I expect to have one this year. You could virtually, send me the Zoom link and I will be there. Sutton tells Erika she wants to talk to her. And Erika said, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do, Sutton? And she said, I don't need to talk to you about anything, Sutton. So, yeah, no. But Sutton was still trying to talk to her. She said, you've made your position very clear, Sutton. Okay. And I'm focused on the things that matter to me. And I want, don't say anything to me, girl, because I'm about a biscuit away from hitting you in your head. Okay. Don't say anything to me. Just to know that I'm focused on things that are important to me and your opinion. It's not one of them. It's not. So you can go away from me with this. Where's the restroom? And baby girl walked off and left Miss Sutton standing right there. And then here go the ladies. These are, and I don't even get into the other housewife shows for real outside of, like Potomac and Atlanta. But when I see these ladies, I'm like, these hoes be so fake. They sit at the table. What happened? You just witnessed everything that happened. What you mean what happened? What you mean what happened? Here go Kyle. And as soon as they done, she's like, what happened? Girl, you just saw it. What you mean? But anyway, Sutton ended up, telling the girls about how Erika wasn't receptive. I was like, girl, you didn't even have to tell them. They heard that. Girl, they heard it. The damn butler was shook. So he heard it. She goes on to say that she thinks it's best if she tells her thoughts because nobody else at this table will. I said, yes, Sutton, call them out subtly call them out and let them know, like, listen, girl, I think it's best, since, everything was coming from me, that I be the person to tell her my thoughts because nobody else at this table will. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I was here for it. I was like, you better tell them what it is. Okay. In a nice, nasty way that you can. So Dorit wants to start the conversation with Garcelle. Baby, I love, okay, all caps, me some Kathy Hilton. Garcelle's like, well, not Garcelle, Dorit. Garcelle, I just want to say that, last week things were like this and things were like that, and you did some things to me and I didn't like it. And she about to go on this whole tangent, baby. And Kathy said, baby, give me a second. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second, okay? Don't y'all want to eat? Kathy said, don't y'all want to get some food in y'all system before we go down this road? I said, yes, Kathy, because nobody ever really gets to eat their damn food, okay? I was so here for the way she cut this lady off, and Garcelle wasn't even trying to go down that road with her. Girl, y'all should have saw me. I was hollering. So after that, y'all know they had the little bell and stuff like that. They had the little bell. Lisa Rinna is, every time I say her name, it just irritates me. So anywho, she grabs this bell. She had the bell earlier, then she grabs it back or whatever. And she tells the ladies, listen, so I have this bell, ding, a ding, a ding, a ding, a ding. And what we're going to do is pass the bell around with your messy ass. We're going to pass the bell around. And if anybody has any conflict with someone, speak now or forever hold your peace. And we're going to start with Sutton. And I was like, bitch, you so messy. You so messy. It had to go down though. It had to go down. So I guess you got paid for your job that night. And I guess it was best that you did start with Sutton because we would be sitting up here watching Dorit argue with her damn self, and I wasn't interested in seeing that either. She would have been going for the rest of the episode, and the episode would not have been entertaining. So all of this gets started, honey. This is when the gets started. So Sutton says, well, I've already tried to talk to Erika, and she shut me down. She doesn't want to hear it. Okay. So then Erika starts talking and saying her piece. And then Dorito opened her mouth and it sounded like she was defending Sutton. And she said, but everything she's saying is 100% correct. Like she's 100% right in what she's saying. And I said, is this Dorito? Is this Dorit speaking? Oh, okay then. All right. Well then what you got to say, girl? Because I was shook. Sutton says, I have the bell. Y'all, this entire back half was fucking hilarious, back to back to back. I had to rewind because the shit was so funny. So it was like, excuse me, I have the bell. Erika said, I don't give a fuck what you have. I said, ooh, tell me about it. Tell me about it, girl. She said, I don't give a what you have, honey. Girl, Sutton said, you really should stop speaking to me like, speaking to you like what? The way that you were speaking on my life that has nothing to do with you? Girl, I was here for it. Oh, Jesus. So, Sutton says, well, do you want me to be quiet? Is that what you want, Erika? Do you want me to be quiet? Because you love to tell me that. And then Sutton goes on to say, you're concerned about what it is that I think of you because you called me Miss Small Town. And I think that's actually derogatory. And I say, derogatory? No, ma'am. I don't think that's derogatory at all. I mean, you came from a small town, girl. I mean, if it's no more than 100 citizens, I mean, like, girl, what are we doing? How far is your local Walmart? Or do you have a market? Like, it's not even trying to be funny. If that's what it is, girl, it's a small town. Okay. What else? Sutton speaks on her past relationship and about how, you know, they built things up from the ground up. And then she goes on to say that she thought Erika's life was going to impact hers, and it didn't, because, you know, Erika is on her essay at this point, and Sutton said, I thought your life was going to impact mine. And it didn't, you know. I don't know about that part as far as her feeling like it was going to impact her. It could have, but I just don't think it would have been as major unless in what you over there doing that they would need to come and look at you too. But I think what y'all said was that Sutton offered her some Sutton had offered her some money or something at one point. Let me go on. So Dorito opens up and tells her that their names are always being whenever one of their names is in an article or whatever, everybody else's name gets dragged into it. She was 100% correct, because when I read articles, Lisa Rinna's name has come up, Kyle's name has come up. So yes, other people's name definitely come up and get mixed up with this BS you got going on. So that's true. But Erika goes on to say, and I feel like this was like, are you trying to threaten somebody? Are you trying to threaten somebody? No, ma'am. So Erika goes on to say that there will be a day when all of this will be behind her and she will remember who supported her and who didn't. And who gives a damn? Remember right now. You don't have to wait until the other day comes. Like, girl, don't nobody care. I didn't like that. I ain't like that at all. There's going to be a day when all of this is over and I'm going to remember who supported me and who didn't. And that was, to me, kind of like her way of putting out to the other ladies, if you're thinking about going against me, don't. And I'm like, y'all got more legs to stand on than Erika. Don't let Erika try and talk to nobody like that. And I feel like everybody around the table was scared as hell at Erika. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I feel like she was just trying to go ahead and pretty much use that as a warning to ladies, like, don't go forward. Garcelle tells her she thinks that it's human nature for a person to think how what's going on with one could go on with the other. I kind of disagree with that, honestly, y'all. Even though I do feel like Erika's a liar, I don't think that it's human nature for you to assume that because somebody else is going through legal trouble, that it's going to fall over onto you. I don't know. I didn't agree with that, but I want to hear y'all comments. I want to read y'all comments. Erika starts crying. Garcelle tells her, don't cry. She's trying to wipe her tears. Erika leans back, right? A lot of people felt like that was disrespectful. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was rude for the most part. But what I will say is the reason why Erika did that, not because it was, I don't want you to touch me. It wasn't that at all. It was that she wanted everybody to feel guilt and sorrow for her tears that she had on her damn face. That's why she wanted them to sit there. That's what that was. Talking gonna tell Dorit, look at me in my eyes, look at me. Look what's become of my life. She was trying to guilt her and everybody else to feel sorry for her. Erika asking all of them, why are they doing this? If they saying that, you know, they don't believe it or whatever it is, or they care, then why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all asking questions? Because she's getting stressed out because every time she come around these ladies, she's being questioned. And unfortunately, ma'am, this is a part of your storyline, and everybody wants to know what's going on. It's new stories, and it's been happening for almost a year now. New stories every single day about you and your husband. Girl, people still trying to figure out what's going on. It's unfortunate. Okay, so Erika, here go Lisa with her bullshit ass, and I was so glad that Erika said this to her. Erika says, you know, I think that people should really just, you know, love thy neighbor. Erika said, girl, go on, girl, bye with that bullshit. I said, yes, because that is straight bullshit. So shut up at the end of the table, be quiet, and not give us anything like you ain't been giving us nothing all season. Shut up. So I was definitely here for her saying that. What else is going on? Kyle tells Erika she has their support, and Sutton just wanted, was it Sutton? No, I think it was Kyle. Kyle tells Erika that she has their support, but she just wanted Sutton to open up and tell her what it was that she was saying in private. Now, for me, I did too, but I felt like she asked a lot of questions. But when you go around and tell everybody you want to have a hardcore conversation with her, then have a hardcore ass conversation with her. And when she asks you what you're doing, don't say, I'm not doing anything. Just be honest and be like, well, girl, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it because it's not making sense for me. I'm just being real honest with you. However you take it, girl. You're going to take it anyway. So, what else happened? Kyle called Sutton out for not being honest. Okay. Now, I will say, like I told you, I felt like Sutton was dancing around points. Miss Kyle definitely called her out, but she also called her two-faced. And I said, not two-faced. I know you're not calling nobody two-faced. Everybody sitting on your side of the table, excluding Miss Kathy, is two-faced. So what the fuck you talking about? Including, okay, go and snatch Miss Lisa Rinna up and swap sides with her. What do you mean, girl, calling this lady two-faced when y'all the ones that sat up there and agree with her in private? Why you talk about you want her to have conversations that were had in private and be public, whatever it is? Like that, I mean, girl, y'all the ones two-faced. And somebody said something on Twitter that I really appreciated. Somebody said, so you want Sutton to say what was said in private to everybody and to Erika, but when it came down to Garcelle speaking on something Erika told her in private, y'all was on Garcelle's ass. Got it. And I'm so glad they said it. And I was like, that's true, girl. So for you to call her out, yikes. What else? I just felt like at the end of the day, all of y'all was scared as hell of Erika. Garcelle, you sat up there and said you team Sutton, you team Sutton, you team Sutton. But when you saw Erika tearing into Miss Sutton's, I'm sorry, you sat up there and said that you were team Sutton, Miss Garcelle. But when you saw that Erika was tearing into your friend, you didn't try and jump in between or say anything. And then you sitting at the table and you letting these people call your friend out, in my opinion, y'all leave y'all's below. You allowing these people to call your friend out, but you're not calling out what was said. If Dorito is going to go in on you and make you feel away because you're putting pressure on her by saying, that's not what you said last night, then tell everybody what it was that she said last night. That's what we asking. So why not do that part? At least that's what I'm asking. Like, just say it. That's like somebody bringing up a conversation, be like, I ain't even gonna say that. What you mean you're not gonna say that? You should have brought it up. Well, go ahead and finish the statement now. So that's what I wanted from Miss Garcelle. I was expecting a bit more, and I've been expecting more from a Garcelle the last two times. I don't know. She should have called everybody out for their SHI. Sutton says that she doesn't want to believe that Erika, no, she says she doesn't believe everything that Erika said about the accident. This is what she told Miss Erika. Erika says, So Sutton says that she's trying to talk to her. Whatever. Erika's like, what are you talking about? So she's like, I'm trying to talk to you. She said, no, you're not trying to talk to me. You're telling me that you think I'm a liar, basically. And she kept telling her, like, girl, I'm not a liar. And I'm like, but you are. You are a liar. You are. I'm sorry, girl. You are a liar. Like I said, you lied on the front end or the back end, but either way, you lied. So you are a liar. That was it. And then she tells Sutton to shut the fuck up and says that she'll go all the way to the end with her. Like she'll battle with her all the way down to the ground. It's a nothing for her. And I ain't like that. I ain't like that at all. But that's really all that happened on the episode. Kyle calling Miss Sutton out, saying she two-faced when she's one of the individuals that's also two-faced. And then it would have been in that moment when Kyle called me, y'all calling me two-faced, that I would have figured out how to get the fuck up out of her house by the end of that month with all the money that I got, bitch. You can goodwill hunting in the pandemic, finding somebody else to rent this shit out. Because you're not finna sit up here and call me out in front of nobody and think we finna be cool like that, girl. You're not finna do that. And try to put the pressure on me. And then you ain't standing up for me? All because you want to sit up here and look good in front of Erika's face? No, ma'am. All because you want to seem like you the one that's the friend, but you want to call me out for what it is that I did? Girl, no, man, I would have got the hell up out her house. Like, girl, let me go ahead. I would have called my child right then. Y'all at the house, go ahead and pack this, the boxes down in the basement or wherever the hell they at. Get them boxes out and get the packet because we finna go. You ain't finna get no more of my coins. No, ma'am. Erika didn't have this sympathy last season when all of her clique was harassing Denise. And I'm glad you said that because that's what I thought about when Lisa Rinna, bibbity bobbity boo-headed ass, sat up there talking about some love thy neighbor. I said, girl, shut up. You don't even love your own neighbor. You ain't even say none of this last season, and I ain't even have to watch the season to know. Exactly. Now she wants to look, girl, bye. Fake friends. Kyle wants Erika and Sutton to have the conversation because Kyle wants Sutton to say everything she's afraid of saying. That... Okay, but I also don't mind Sutton having this conversation as well because Sutton went around saying that she wants to have a hardcore conversation. Then fucking have it. And don't dibble and dabble and try and skirt around because Erika gonna come at you how Erika gonna come at you. And I just feel like Sutton would have felt even more willing to have this hardcore conversation if she had a little bit of support. It didn't have to be everybody, but I felt like if Garcelle had her back just a little bit more, it would have made Sutton feel more comfortable with saying what it is she needs to say to this lady. Y'all know Sutton ain't for real about that life. Well, Garcelle did say, Erika, you do have to understand why they feel that the way they do. I did want her to call everyone out specifically, though. Yes, I wish she would have. I wish she would, especially, I would have started right there at the top. Right there, let me go with Lisa Rinna or Kyle and came and worked my way down. Kathy ain't say nothing because y'all already know when all this stuff was going on. Kathy always finding something to do, which is to disengage with y'all because she is not going to be a part of the foolishness. She's just there to witness it. Erika, what are you guys doing? Girl, bye, right. But Jamie, Sutton is telling Erika everything she has said, just not aggressively. And that's what's being confused here. Gotcha. But is that everything? Did she tell her everything? Not the same when Erika told Garcelle it was a hot mic. What you mean, a hot mic? Sutton says that she is going to handle Erika with kid gloves. Oh, I thought she said she's been handling her with kid gloves and she's ready to take them off, which is why she says she's ready to have a hardcore conversation with her. But it seems like they want her to carry the same energy. Yeah. Erika saying, look at my life. While eating caviar pie in Kathy Hilton's estate, while living in a $9,000 mansion with a pool, she really thinks she is one of the victims. Yikes. Thompson, look at my damn life. I'm like, bitch, come over here and look at mine. The fuck? Girl, we can swap. Okay, hey, Kathy, please come get me. That's different than owning taxes or stealing from the firm. I don't think they would be so worried if it wasn't for the nature of the charges. Who wants to be associated with somebody who stole from orphans? Great point. And widows, that's a bad look, very bad. Erika always crying when Garcelle comes for her. Everybody is always crying. Everybody appears to be always crying when Miss Garcelle lets in on them. The way it could have involved Sutton if she were to be brought in for questioning, that would have required hiring an attorney. It's super unnerving to be in that position. So I agree with Garcelle. No, in the context of the show, they are worried that being associated with her, they may all be subpoenaed or audited, and now everyone is looking at them with magnifying glass. So I agree with Garcelle. Okay, so y'all both said the same thing. Garcelle leaning back and telling her, get off me, felt real cringe. Oh, you talking about when Erika told her, you can get off me. You can get off me. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. I was watching through my fingers. Yikes. I still don't feel like when she leaned back, it was like a move out my face. I really feel like it was no, let my tears stay there because I want everybody to see my tears. Because if y'all don't capture anything else on camera, y'all finna capture me being hurt and saddened. Dorit didn't call Erika a bully last night. She sure didn't. And she never will. Lisa's boring. Kyle is a snake. And Dorito is just scared of Erika because Erika ate her up every time they argue. Exactly. I can believe that. When Erika told Garcelle that Tom calls her, they weren't filming. When Sutton was talking, the cameras were literally in her face. Gotcha. So that's what Miss Kyle said on Twitter. She felt as though it was some things that was already going to be shown to the public, which is why she wanted Sutton to say what she said to Miss Girl. Ooh, let me moonwalk out of that one, girl. That's, ooh. She told Erika everything. Kyle is pushing Sutton because Kyle wants the tea but doesn't want to ask. Them and them Google alerts, baby. Yes, they came for Denise every dinner. No sympathy for that woman. And then now she want to sit up here and cry. So they came for Denise every single time last year. And then now she want to sit up here and cry her eyes out. And then go sit up here and ask people, why are they doing this? Girl, bye. Bye, bye, bye. And I wonder what that would have looked like if it was really Garcelle and Erika going head to head. I wonder what that would have looked like, because it seemed like she was really ripping Miss Poor Sutton to shreds over there. But then y'all said she did Dorit like that too. But has she ever come at Kyle and Lisa Rinna, primarily Kyle, like that? Erika need to meet her match. I don't like how Crystal switched up. She may not like Sutton, but Crystal was vocal when they had the meeting at Dorit's house. Very, very. But then she also, didn't she say when Sutton came to talk to them, wasn't she also unsure about the information that Miss Erika was getting? And then now you're sitting next to Erika throwing shade at somebody else? Or am I wrong? I really want to know how Kathy feels about the situation. Kathy, not like, my name Bennett, and I ain't in it, girl. Don't put me in that mess. But I do want to know how she feeling though. What's the real tea? Kathy's like, I'm giving y'all least as possible. All these hotels my name is attached to, hotels and beyond. Y'all not gonna come over here and snip, look, and do all this extra stuff over here in my portfolio. Not over here with my good coins, girl. I'm just here. I'm just hosting the party. I am just here to observe and give a little commentary as I can, unless it's a joke. If I was Sutton, I would have moved out of Kyle's rental come morning. You ain't about to embarrass me, throw me under the bus, and air me out, then call me a friend. And that's what I was saying. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, girl, bye. I would have called my kids that night. Is y'all at the house? Please go ahead and pack it up. Right. She wouldn't get not a another cent from me. Oh, for sure. I would have got the hell out of her house. Just tell her, Sutton, you're not saying everything. Just tell her. I wish Sutton would have said, you tell her. How about you? What about your piece? And that's the other issue. Sutton seems like she doesn't want to throw them under the bus when they throw on her. They've been throwing you since the beginning. I would have called every one of them raggedy BITs out. I would have said, Put everybody's stuff on the table. Since y'all like to hold on to shit and keep bringing up stuff, keep rehashing issues that Sutton had with Crystal for about 4-5 episodes, baby, I would have been rehashing what y'all said in that room. They said this, they said that, she said this, Dorito was like that, Miss Kyle said, I would have been calling everybody out. Talking about me, and then you want to call me Two-Faced? No, let me tell you what Two-Faced is. Your friends got Google alerts on you. Yeah, the two down there at the end across from each other. Yeah, they got Google alerts, and when we were on the trip, they was letting everybody know what was going on. Okay? But y'all know Miss Erika don't want to see that though. Because even when they sat up there and said that they have gotten attorneys to look into her own case because they nosy to find out stuff, what did she do? Nothing. She did nothing. She continued to rock out with those ladies. I think she ended up having Lisa, Rinna, and Kyle over, and even went and got Kyle a cake with her food stamps for her birthday. So, girl, she's still cool with them. She don't care. Kyle wants Erika and Sutton to have, oh no, I think I read that one. I hope Crystal comes around quick. She was not pleased that Dorito carried on the convo when they told her to shut up initially. We don't see about Miss Crystal. I don't want to not like Crystal. That's sad. I really don't. I want to like her, like really, really like her. This clique is so annoying because Dorito nearly said the same amount of stuff as Sutton, but they aren't holding her accountable. She definitely co-signed Sutton this episode. She definitely co-signed her for sure, and I felt like Dorito did more co-signing than Garcelle did. The person that's Team Sutton, I wanted her to say a little more. Call these folk out. This reunion gonna be real interesting when the tapes get played. Everyone's faces are gonna be cracked. That's what I would like to see, but I'm afraid that Erika's not going to care. And I hope that we ourselves don't overhype the reunion, because I'm feeling it within myself. I feel like I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this reunion. I'm ready. And I'm afraid it may be giving me dryness, but I really hope not. I really hope not. But Kathy has already been through Paris, dragging the family name through the mud. So, of course, she don't care compared to the Southern Belle Sutton. Yeah. Erika like her makeup to mess up when she's crying, thinking that it's going to get her sympathy. Girl, that's what she was doing last night. She was like, girl, get off me so these tears can run down so America can feel sorry for me. So they could see it. This is a great moment for me to capture this for my attorneys. I couldn't believe that hollered when Kathy's butler did not know Kyle. Child. Dorito didn't call Erika. Well, I think I read that one. Nah, she didn't. Erika wants to be on this show so bad. She's not going to confront the other women. She's going to keep her energy towards Sutton. So who would y'all say is in charge of the girls when it comes to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Is it Kyle? Because it seems like it could be Kyle. Is Kyle in charge of the girls? Because everybody got that one person. It was Nene, over at Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now I think it's Porsha. And then when it goes to Potomac, I feel like that person is Giselle. The person that has some influence over there. I think Kandi may have a little bit of influence, not as much as Porsha for some reason. I don't think Kandi probably won't that much. That reunion is going to be lame, honey. Andy was hyping the season, claiming Erika was so open and honest. All we get was some fake stories and bad acting. Do you hear me? Stories that we didn't even ask for. Things that she brought up that we didn't even ask her for. Okay, this is stuff she gave. Girl, answer the questions that we are asking you. And every time it came down to it, and I said this before, y'all, it's always, well, what do you think? What do you think? Well, really, it was always her answering with another question, but then giving us unnecessary, unasked for stories. Girl, get the... Crystal is so annoying and fake. I really wanted to like her, but obviously she wants to fit in with the clique. I'm cringing because that's how it felt for me when I was watching her in front of Garcelle. But I could not completely say that, even though I was thinking it, right? I was like, number one, I don't want to not like Crystal. And then number two, I was like, well, let me see how she is when she gets around Lisa, Rinna and Kyle. Because if she acts like the same way with Lisa, Rinna, and Kyle and Erika, then she really trying to get in with the clique. But I see exactly what you're saying, because it definitely crossed my mind. Can we discuss how since Crystal's beef with Sutton, she has been kind of flopping? Yeah, she's been kind of playing it in the background. I think she's been trying to assess how these ladies are possibly. You know, like, this beef ain't got nothing to do with me. Let me just chill out. Let me just do more observing. But she definitely started speaking up and standing out at that table. While Sutton is on her 5th feud of the season. Wow. Oh my God, Sutton is on like her 5th or 6th damn feud. And is she a friend of the show? That is fucking hilarious. Sutton out here putting up work, child. I am so tickled at it. I am so tickled. Not Erika is going to catch the virus come reunion. Oh, and not be able to attend. They better Skype her in. Then they... There I go. Okay, guys, are y'all there? Sorry about that. But I was saying that I think that they did that for somebody else's husband on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, right? I think, was he sick? Was it Meredith's husband? I think they had to Zoom in somebody. Bravo will postpone the reunion 2 weeks if she tries it. And I would appreciate it if they did. Postpone it. We can wait. We'll be entertained with Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Are y'all going to be watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? I think it comes on this Sunday or next Sunday. No, I think it's on the 12th. No, right. Not right by the law office, girl. Good night. They may have to do that for Jen Shaw over there on Real Housewives of Salt Lake. I am so ready because it seems like, I think it was Lisa and then it was Meredith, the two that looked alike. I think, yeah, Miss Meredith is about to be arriving, and I'm here for it. Kyle brought the girls together for the, okay, everyone was connected to Kyle. So Kyle is in charge of the girls. Got it. Got it. Okay, Kyle started this. Oh, Lisa Vanderpump used to be in, I think her show coming back on too. I never really got into it. I never was really into her content. You know who's going to be sitting prettiest at the reunion? Garcelle. She ain't said nothing behind no one's back that she didn't say to their face. In fact, she was the quietest during the Sutton combo. She was pretty quiet, girl. She's definitely going to be somebody that's going to be sitting pretty. I feel like Crystal going to be sitting pretty too. She going to come out for her little segment that she going to have with Miss Thing, and then she going to go back into hiding. I think those two are going to be sitting pretty. And unfortunately, so unfortunate, Miss Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna gonna probably be sitting pretty too because she ain't really give this season either in one of them garage closet outfits. Who can't do the reunion because of tax fraud issues now? Please tell me who can't do the reunion. Crystal. That's crazy. Kyle is never invited over. LOL. He said, who is the sister? Eric. I'm still laughing at this. They ain't got no real sister relationship. They really don't. They really don't. That is so unfortunate. Kyle, what you know when it did to your sisters? Didn't they say the other sister don't want to have nothing to do with her? Erika being charged with tax fraud now? Child, I'm gonna have to go look this article up, child. It's always something popping up about this girl. Sutton needs the first seed. Kyle is the queen, but she has served nothing this whole season. Yeah. But I hate to say it, I feel like they ain't gonna give Sutton that first seed. I think it's probably going to go to Erika for sure. She probably gonna be up there. But it may end up just going to Kyle by default. It just may go to Kyle by default. I don't see them sitting Miss Sutton up there. It would be nice. Sutton got a diamond, so don't believe she's a friend of the show. They probably gave it to her after all that work she did for the season. Okay, well then that'd be great. If she is like one of the housewives, she do need to be sending that first seat, because Sutton has been in drama from the moment this show started, and it looks like when it ends. And Miss Erika has been too. So those two individuals definitely need to be occupying right there. Right there next to Andy, baby. Oh, that thing gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. Garcelle is so blunt and honest. I love her. She holds everyone accountable. I just wish she did a little bit more in defense of Sutton. I agree with that defense of Sutton. Like, yeah. Nah, Lisa will catch hell for her change of tactics. They're going to compare her behavior this year to her behavior with Denise last year. They're going to drag her for that and her Google alerts. Y'all funny. I bet the butler know who Kim Richards is. Oh my God, they were mad at Kyle for starting that series about their family. Oh, the one that they were sitting down talking about on last week. And even with them sitting down talking last week, and y'all know I was paying attention and wasn't paying attention, they didn't even seem like they were close. It seemed like they were trying to get back reconnected. That's what was going on with their relationship, their sisterhood. I would agree. I didn't agree with comment that it's in human nature. It made no sense. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. I don't think that's human nature. It will definitely be Sutton and Erika sitting right next to Andy. I don't think Erika has any moral compass. What about the orphans? I think this season is the best so far. I don't care what nobody say. Why do you think Dorit finally said something in support of Sutton? I wasn't expecting that. I feel like she could have been afraid of being called out again and probably having somebody else say what it is that she said, even though it never happened. Especially when Sutton said, I'll be the voice to speak up since nobody else at the table is going to do it. I think she probably could have been afraid that, dang, if I don't say something, somebody's going to tell Erika what I said. And let me also not come off as though I'm fake. Let me make it seem as though I'm supporting Sutton by, offering my 2 cents and backing her up. Lisa's Google alerts are the most interesting thing about her this season. No one cares about stupid old tired dresses. And not at all. Not at all. But guys, that wraps up my video. Not tired and sleepy, child. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is a low-key better than Real Housewives of Potomac. With authentic, fresh drama we have never seen before, instead of weak, tired reads about how a woman can't get a man. Ooh, baby. Or keep a man. Woo. Well, just know that I'm enjoying the shows all the same. None of them really believe her, but are for some reason scared of her. And Sutton doesn't have enough backbone to confront her. Along, Garcelle better step her game up. All right, y'all. I got to get ready for the Ooh Ladies First panel that's happening over there on Jaylee's Corners channel. So if you guys would like to hop off here, hop over there, feel free to join us. We'll be covering a lot of your favorite reality shows, answering questions from you guys, and just having a grand old time. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching the video, enjoying my content. Be sure to share the video with somebody else that may be interested in the content. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.